Guys, kanti kunjani in the city of gold? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, you are very much welcome. I am Bubu Gates. Please subscribe. So today I am giving you guys a story time. I know very well that you guys are here for that. You guys are here for that. I was actually hired to scam people. But who wouldn't fall for my scam? Okay, so back in 2017, I decided to go and visit my great-grandmother who was living in Joburg at that time. So when I got there, I happened to find a learnership on occupational health and safety. And it didn't really keep me busy much because I used to attend classes like once in a week. So the rest of the days I'm just at home doing my assignments, then nothing. And then me, being the girl who likes to keep busy that I am, I decided to go and look for a job. Okay, so I remember I only handed out one CV. There was this gas filling station. No, a garage. I'm South African, so I'm gonna call it a garage. There was this garage which was not really far from my grand's place. So I heard that they were hiring people. I went there and handed over my CV and they did not call me. Yeah, and I even accepted to say maybe I'm not what they were looking for. Okay, so then around July 2017, I was coming back from school, and then when I checked my phone, there was an SMS from a certain number telling me that I have an interview in Benoni. Yeah, they gave me everything that has to do with their location. They pinned it on the SMS. I have an interview the following day at 7 a.m. And I'm like, interview? Benoni? Where the hell is Benoni? When did I ever apply for a job in Benoni? Okay, so I had my doubts, so I ignored the SMS. And then the next thing, I received a call from the same number. It was a lady on the phone. She said she's the receptionist. Apparently, the company that called me for an interview was a marketing company. Okay, I'm like, lady, wait right there. Where did you guys get my details? Like, where did you even get my number? Because I don't ever remember. Like, I've never been to Benoni. I've never even applied for that job. She's like, they got my CV and the CVs of the other people they'll be calling from that garage. I'm like, okay, that's very strange. But I kinda believed her because she said they got our CVs from the garage. The manager of the garage took our CVs there, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay. So at that time I didn't know where Benoni was. I didn't even know too many places because yeah, I'm always an indoors person. Okay, so I told my cousin that I have an interview in Benoni. She says, okay girl, I got you. She'll accompany me there. I'm like, okay. And then on the SMS they gave me a certain dress code thingy. So now it's in the afternoon. I have to put together a formal outfit for my interview. Okay, so I managed to find a few things in my closet, and then my cousin had to borrow me her jacket. Okay, fine. The following day, We wake up early in the morning, we take a taxi to Benoni, and then I showed the driver the address, and then he was like, okay, I will drop you there. So we went, and then the driver pulled over in front of the building. We got off. It's okay, we get in. When we get in, so when we get there, like, there is a nice office setup. We get into the reception. I go to the receptionist and told her that I'm here for the interview, and then she told me that I must wait. Okay, there were a lot of people who came for the interview. I think we were more than 20, and they said they are only hiring 5 people. So I'm like, okay, cool. They are calling people one person at a time for the interview. So they called me. We went to their boardroom. Okay, we get there, did the interview. They interviewed me, and then they told me to go and sit where I was seated, because they're going to tell us now who was hired and who was not hired, and whoever is hired is going for training, like, same day. I'm like, okay. I was so nervous at that point. And then I went back to my cousin and sat next to her, and then they called me. Your girl was called, okay? And I was so happy. I was over the moon. I mean, I'm the chosen one. Why I wouldn't be happy? Okay, fine. And then when they called me to the boardroom, back to the boardroom, then there was the guy who interviewed me and this other lady. And then the guy said to me, hi, this is so and so. She's going to be your team leader. You're going to meet the rest of your team members to the place you are going with this lady. I'm like, okay. And then the lady and I we started having a conversation. She asked me my name and all of that, and I told her that I have to tell my cousin to go back home because now I am going for training. I don't know my way back, because where the taxi dropped us off, it's not a place where you can find a taxi. Okay, fine. I go to my cousin. I tell her to go home. She's very happy for me. Okay, and then the so-called team leader and I went to take a taxi. She told me that we are going to Jimistin. I'm like, okay, cool. I can surely find my way home when I'm in Jimistin. I mean, okay. So on the way, she is just telling me that she doesn't think that I'm made for this kind of a job, because I look like a person who is down. I told her that no, I'll be fine. Yes, I am naturally just down. So yeah. Okay, fine. When we get to Jimistin, we go to this mall called Golden Walk. When we get to Golden Walk, that's where I got to meet the rest of my team members. Okay, so Angiti, I told you that they are a marketing company. So apparently that day they were deployed by Vodacom to sell certain SIM cards that have some benefits. Okay, cool. And then I stood with the team leader while the other team members were working, because it seemed like so they are busy doing their thing. Okay, so the team leader is like, she will be showing me everything that they do. I must listen to her. I must follow her instructions, because in the afternoon I have to go and write a test. And yeah, so I was like, alright, cool. So like she approached a certain old lady and then she was like, "Hi Gogo, we are giving away some Vodacom SIM cards that have a certain benefit. You'll get 1,000 free call minutes every month. You'll get 5 gigs of data." She said they are giving away those SIM cards. And then the grandmother was like, "Girl, I want it, say no more." Okay, and then she took the SIM card, put it in the grandmother's phone, and then she had some smaller phone with her. It kind of looked like a banner phone. I don't know what it is, but yeah. And then there is something there are certain numbers she dialed from the grandmother's phone, and she dialed them on the small phone she was carrying as well. Okay, and then the grandmother is like, "Hi ngiyabonga ngani yami, blah blah blah." And then she's like, "You have to pay 150." I'm like, okay, ugogo wabantu shame. She's like, "Angnayo i-150. Where am I going to get such money right now?" And then the team leader is like, "You have to pay that 150. If you don't pay it, your phone will never ever allow any SIM card to work in it." So the grandmother is panicking now. She actually went back to the mall and withdrew some cash. Hi, Bo. My heart was so heavy in that moment because I have a very soft spot for old people. Yeah, I'm very fond of grandmothers and grandfathers. Yeah, so I was very sad for her. And then she came back and paid the money. And I asked the team leader and I said, "Why are you not being upfront and say I am selling this SIM card instead of saying it's for free?" And then all of a sudden a person has to pay. She is like, "This is our work ethic." I'm like, "Sorry? Work what? Ethics and scamming people in the same line." Hey, I okay. I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then she approaches. There was a small boy. I think he was coming from school because he was wearing his school uniform. And then he went into the mall. When he came back, the team leader approaches him, and she also said the same thing to the boy and said, "We are giving away these SIM cards. They have such and such benefits." And the poor guy was sold shame. And then he was like, he also wants the SIM card. She did the same thing that was done to the grandmother. Now the boy has to pay. And the boy is like, "There is no way, I am not paying for shit. Because I don't have any money with me." Baxabana nje kwaba nomsindo. And I'm there like, what kind of a job is this? Okay, fine. So eventually the boy just took his phone and walked away. He said he would rather have his phone not working ever again than taking his mother's money and paying for things he doesn't understand. Okay, fine. So now it was my turn to start working. Hey. Okay, I stood there. I was so confused. Okay, and then inside myself, I told myself that, okay, you know what? If I am approaching a person, I'm going to be upfront and honest. I'm just going to tell that person that I am selling this SIM card. It has such and such benefits. You have to pay 150. I'm not going to trick them. Okay, fine. So there's a certain guy. I was standing alone. The team leader was standing with the other team members. They are all watching me work. So there's this guy. As he was approaching the entrance of the mall, I said, "Hi, how are you?" And then he seemed interested in talking to me. And then I told him that we are selling SIM cards. They have such and such benefits. And then he was like, "Okay, that's cool. I'll actually come back to you when I finish what I'm here to do." I'm like, "Okay, you'll find me here. Please don't go to the others. Just come straight to me." Like, I'm trying to prove a point to the team leader that I am able to work. Ganti, the team leader heard me saying we are selling. Did she not come and shout at me? And then she said, I am chasing clients away, blah, 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 blah. I am like, "Okay, I'm sorry." In my mind, I already told myself that, you know what, I am done with this job. I don't want it anymore. Okay, fine. And then it was lunchtime. Yeah. During lunchtime, the team leader, okay, the other team members, cause they are already used to the things they do, so they were just on their own, and the team leader was always with me. So okay, she told me that she will go and eat first, then when she's done I will go and eat. I'm like, okay. And then I went to the other team members. When I get there, I saw this other Han who was almost my age at that time, and I was like, "Excuse me, can I be your friend?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Alright, cool." So we are having a conversation. She's telling me that she had a difficult time fighting with a customer. I'm like, "Why were you fighting with the customer?" She says the customer didn't want to pay, so they were busy shouting each other and blah blah blah. I'm like, why are you guys not being upfront about the whole thing? Just tell the people you are selling the SIM card. Whoever wants it will buy it. And then she said, "No, we are not allowed to do that." And then I said, "Okay, fine. You know what? I also want the SIM card because I actually wanted it for the data. I didn't really care much about the call, the phone call minutes." And then she said, "Girl, don't play yourself like that. Uh, those so-called benefits do not even exist." Did I not faint? No, I didn't. Because I am still looking for a safer place to faint. What? Hi. Guys, kanti kunjani in the city of gold? I was shook. I was like, "So why are you guys doing this?" And then she said, "No, we're just making money for our boss. And then we also have a certain share." I'm like, I am done with this job. I am done. I am done. But I didn't really tell her. Okay, so okay. So the team leader comes back from lunch. Now it's my turn to go and eat. She showed me a certain place where they sell fries and all these junk foods. Yeah, okay. Fine. I go there. I ordered my food. I sat down and ate. As I am eating, there comes the guy who said he will come back to me to buy the SIM card. When he gets there, or when he gets to me, he greets me and then he gives me the money. I'm like, please keep your money. Please keep your money. He's like, how? Why? Then I told him that, you know what? I just want out of this thing. I don't know how I got myself into this, but I'm not trying to scam anyone. I actually explained to him what's happening. And I asked for his help. I was like, can you at least act like you know me so that I can just get away and just go home? And then the guy is like, I don't want to get involved. Thank you for your honesty though. And then he gave me the directions. If I just go like this, like this, like this, and then you'll find the rank. I'm like, okay, cool. It's fine. So now the guy, like, yeah. So he sat at my table. He was actually trying to propose me, and I was like, boy, bye. So the team leader started noticing that me and that guy are having a very long conversation. So she came. Did she not grab my hand? She grabbed me and said, come eat next to me. How? I'm like, what is that about now? Okay, so I stood up with my food. I went to sit with her. We had a certain table and chairs. Yeah, we sat there. I sat while she was working. Whilst I'm eating, I'm busy thinking my way out of this shit. I am like, girl, you gotta run. Okay, so luckily the team leader said she needed to go to the loo. I'm like, okay, all right. She went to the loo and then she left me with her things, like her bag and all those SIM cards were supposed to sell. I'm like, okay, cool. Girl, this is your chance. You will never ever get another chance. Guess what I did? Okay, so she went to the loo. When she went to the loo, I took my bag and ran. I ran, guys. I ran. And then the other team members didn't really see me because they were busy working. Yeah, they were busy working, making money. Okay, so I ran. And then I saw the rank. As I am approaching the rank, I noticed that I left my cousin's jacket. I'm like, damn, Bushle. Now I have to go back and fetch the jacket because it's not mine. Okay, fine. So I went back. When I go back, I bump into the team leader. I'm like, she is carrying my cousin's jacket. Okay, I was so scared. And then she said to me, where have you been? Because I've been looking for you. I was worried. I actually thought you got lost or something. And then I said, no, I didn't get lost. It's just that my grandmother called and said there's an emergency at home. She's like, okay, here's your, I have your jacket here with me. No, you just need to, right now we have to go back to the office so that you can write the test and then you can go home. I'm like, girl, no. My grandmother needs me like right now, so I have to go. She's trying to convince me to stay, you guys. She's telling me about how much money she earns in a week, how much money she earns every day. This and that. I'm like, yay, fire in the name of Jesus. I want to go. I grabbed my jacket from her and I said bye. Nahamba. In the taxi, I'm thinking to myself, Kuti, what just happened? What just happened? Hey. And when I got home, I didn't really tell everyone what happened. I just told them that I didn't make it throughout training because I was not in a very good mood anymore, and I didn't want them to laugh at me. I just couldn't believe Wuti that shit really happened. Like what? Yeah, so you'll really need to be careful when you are looking for a job, because you are most likely to fall into such things. So yeah. That was it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Please engage with me. Let's talk on the comment section. I would love very much to hear from you. And yeah, goodbye. I'll see you on my next video.